Let's go long video. All right. This is gonna be my first real video where I talk to you guys about things that I find interesting. Hi. Um, so recently, over the past, I think it's like 2 weeks, 1 week, popularity in the Kony 2012 or Stop Kony has gone way up because of a video by the Invisible Children group, and it's basically just describing what this man does. He is the leader of LRA, which is the Lord's Resistance Army, and he goes into villages, steals the boy children, makes them kill their parents, and trains them in his army. He also steals all the young females for sex slaves. He is the most wanted war criminal since we killed Osama. All in all, he's just an awful man, and what he's doing is awful. And what the Invisible Children group wants to do is, catch him, send troops over to catch him and whatnot. And they want to help provide for the Ugandan government to help them reform. This is all going on in Uganda, by the way. What I don't understand is why this recently sparked in popularity. He's been doing this for, I think it's about 26 to 24 years or some in that range, and it really, I don't understand why people are all hopping on the bandwagon now that this video has been released. Now that I just don't understand. I mean, this man's been doing this for a while, and we still haven't, we just picked up on it. Personally, I'm against sending soldiers in. I think that we all have our own problems enough as it is in this nation. I mean, we were at war with Iraq. We lost tons of soldiers there. We are still in Afghanistan. And I feel like this is going to be another wild goose chase like with Osama, where we waste a bunch of people's lives in order to bring down one man. I just feel like we don't need another one of those. I mean, we have enough problems in our nation already. As of right now, towards this, I feel like a more of an isolationist approach would be better. Is staying in our country, yes, providing maybe donations, giving help, but not sending ourselves into there. We don't want to involve ourselves in another country, possibly start a mini war and have more people killed. I mean, besides all that, think about our soldiers and how their mental state would be affected if they have to go and fight children. They would have to shoot children. That's not something that goes away. You would be having children shooting at you. That's not something that fades. That's a traumatizing event. I mean, I can't speak from experience because clearly I've never been shot at, but I just couldn't imagine having an 8-year-old child aiming at me down the sights with an AK-47, gunning me down. And then the only defense I would have would be to shoot him. There's nothing else you can do. Also, what really irks me is people comparing this man to Adolf Hitler. There is no comparison whatsoever. Sure, this man goes into villages, steals children, and does despicable things. Adolf Hitler killed 6 million people. Babies, adults, children. There was no, separation. There wasn't oh, I'm just going to kill the adults and let the babies live. He killed everybody that he didn't find fit to live. Besides the fact that his soldiers did way more awful things to the children and babies they found and were ordered to kill than what this man is doing. I mean, yes, what he's doing is awful. I'm not saying that it's not awful. I'm saying what Hitler did is much more awful on a much larger scale. And there's no comparison. This man is nothing close to what Hitler was. Also, about the organization I talked about earlier, not much, but Invisible Children. It's been found, I think it was about only 32 to 38% of the donations they receive go to helping the Ugandan people or wherever their proceeds are going. The rest of the money is going to making awareness T-shirts and making more videos. That is ridiculous. If you're an organization bent on helping, you should be sending at least 80%. I'd say more. And I understand that the point of their group is to raise awareness, which their one video did fine on. I mean, if you've looked at Twitter, like one of the, I think it is probably the biggest trending thing right now. I don't know. I don't have a Twitter. I don't care. Is stop Kony or Kony 2012. Clearly, what you did worked, and that's enough. Now send all the money that you're getting to help. There's no need to raise more awareness. You already have done so. There's no need to make t-shirts so that you can make money. You've already raised awareness. So I don't support that group. There are many other groups that I suggest you donate to because it is a cause worth donating to, but not this group. Also, recently I've been getting into debates about this on like Facebook and whatnot, just little fun debates, which I consider fun. Even if I'm wrong, I still love debates. They're fun. They're exhilarating. But when other people are wrong, it really seems to make them angry. Even if they're right, they're angry. I don't understand why. Why can't you just have a peaceful debate? Anyways, off topic. But someone yesterday on Facebook made a status that said, all this, oh, suddenly I care about Uganda crap needs to stop. Surely you can feel bad for the kids and all and pray for them. Personally, I don't believe in praying for them. Well, not praying for them, but praying in general. That's just me. But please don't suddenly act like you give a crap about Africa. If you wouldn't go to actually help, then don't internet protest. The weakest form of protest, I might say. I completely agree with this status. I feel like this internet protesting is doing nothing. Nothing. It's not doing anything. You're not actually there doing something, helping free these people, helping to protect, helping to educate, helping to do whatever it is that needs to be done. You're not there doing it. You're just a person on the internet making a status that says to stop someone. Actually, all this publicity he's getting, he was already in hiding before. All this publicity he's getting is pushing him farther into hiding than he already was. Which makes it just even almost worse. I mean, if we could have done this without all the publicity and all the ridiculousness, then I almost would have said that'd be okay. But all the publicity he's getting is pushing him farther into hiding. Actually, I'm not quite sure why we're still supporting the Ugandan. Well, I understand why they need help to like reestablish things, but they defeated Kony, like I think it was 6 years ago, and he was driven out into the Congo. So if anything, we should be protecting there. My response to this status was I would have to agree here. I understand how inhumane this man is and his actions are, and I feel for my fellow humans. But all these random people deciding they care is bull. This man has been doing this for more than 24 years. And come on, let's get real here. What are we going to do? Write to the UN to declare war against them and kill all the kids he's captured? There's no good solution to this. There's no peaceful ending. And that's the harsh truth. My response to that, or the person's response to that was, let's see. Actually, LRA started in 18. Yeah, that was more than 24 years ago. It was like 26, whatever. So, so that would be a lot longer than 9 years. Blah blah. You might think that adds to your point, but I think it just gives more reason to do something about it. Okay, you're right. That does give more reason to do something about it. We should have been doing something more about it earlier, not now. Now is a little late. Now is very late. I mean, we should still do something, but it's a little late. What if everyone had an attitude like you guys? How do you think past genocides would have ever ended? The thing is that we were involved in the past genocides that we ended. We're not involved in this. We don't need to get involved in this. This isn't us. Like with World War II and Hitler's genocide, with the Holocaust, we got involved in that war, so we had an obligation to finish it. We had an obligation to help free all the people in the concentration camps, to help Here, we don't. This isn't us. This is their problem. And I know it sounds selfish, but you know what? It is. I mean, I'm just being a realist here. This isn't our problem. And there's not going to be a beautiful ending. I mean, us raising awareness is just going to make people die. I feel like life shouldn't be I mean, I understand people are already dying over there, but there's no reason to increase the death. Um, that's basically it for my ranting and raving. Uh, I basically just wanted to get the word out there that the group itself, Invisible Children, doesn't really send much to help. I also just wanted to rant about how awareness just started when this has been going on for like 28, 26 years. Um, yeah, so let the hate commence, because I'm sure 98% of you have decided to join or to help this wonderful cause. Um, that's it.